Hello everybody, my name is Star Wars Boy, how are you? And welcome to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video where I'm going to be taking a much different approach than last week. Today we are going to be discussing the Saber combat in Battlefront 2 and how to win 1v1 duels with other lightsabers. This video will be basic tips, but it will also help out a lot if you are one of the new players that picked it up when it was free. Without further ado, let's get started. Now, before I start the video, I want to make something clear about Hero Showdown. Hero Showdown and Heroes vs. Villains are very different. Heroes vs. Villains is your TDM style hero game mode, and Hero Showdown is specifically designed for 1v1s. Two players 1v1 and then the winners face off for the match. That is how you're supposed to play. Do not do 2v1s and do not do 2v2s because this is very frustrating when I'm trying to get some good 1v1 clips. I thought I'd just point this out because if you want to have big battles with heroes, play HVV, don't ruin Hero Showdown. Now moving on to the actual video, and swing spamming is not good. I've said a bunch of times, but block spamming is also really not good as well. You see, stamina is key to pretty much anything. If you have no stamina, you're gonna die pretty quickly unless you know exactly what you're doing. And it's really hard to manage your stamina if you're a newer player. See, you can't block all the time and you can't attack all the time. You also can't regenerate your stamina while blocking or attacking. So it's hard to regenerate in the middle of a duel. Well, that's why this video exists. So you can see in the gameplay footage, they're mostly dodging attacks, and that's what you're supposed to do. Dodging spin attacks are very important because spin attacks do a lot of damage and it opens up the possibility of the enemy being able to hit you from behind. And as you know, swings to the back deal more damage than swings to the front. Another thing to do is also make use of your abilities. Your abilities are there for a reason, and they're supposed to spice up the saber dueling concept. Use force pushes when someone is defenseless, or use a rush when someone has low stamina. Another great form of attack is swinging your saber mid-air because it actually has a chance of hitting the enemy. You see in this clip right here, Darth Maul is a bit swing spamming and he does the rush and yeah, he gets really low and Luke does the wrong thing and actually starts swing spamming like crazy. Now he's trying to get that kill and Darth Maul is regenerating. Now Kylo Ren kind of cheated there, but whatever. You can see that both of them are sort of dodging attacks, and the second that Luke is able to get up, he dodges instead of attacking, and that's what you're supposed to do. Now eventually he does get the kill, but the best play style in duels are actually defensive and aggressive. Being able to do both will make you a really good player and will be able to adapt to every situation. Now, another really important tip to know when dueling with lightsabers is to know your enemy. You see, every character in Battlefront 2 has the same abilities. Darth Vader will always have his choke, and Rey will always have her insight. That's just how things go, and it's really easy to know every single character's abilities. For instance, if you're 1v1 Kylo Ren, you know that he has that freeze and he can get a deadly stun on you. If you're 1v1ing Luke, you know he can push you off the map. And if you're 1v1ing Obi-Wan, you know that he can remove all his abilities. This is really useful tip to know because it will help you a lot. Another thing to know is generally when the ability will come back. For instance, you know that Vader's saber throw will roughly come back every 7 seconds, so you have to be sure to get ready for that. His choke will always come back every 30 seconds, and so on and so forth. I know that the exact stats are hard to remember, but remembering the general timestamp and the damage of those abilities will really help you. Now, to end this video off, I'm going to show you a clip of me versus a Yoda player in Heroes vs. Villains. You can see that he's not a bad player and he's actually pretty decent. Now, he's dashing between my strikes, which is something very smart, and you can see after the frenzy, instead of attacking me, he dashes and pulls up the block right away. Now, he knew that I could have pulled him mid-air, so instead he decided to push me. Now, he knows that I have the frenzy, so he actually does the dash twice, which is really deadly, and I actually come out really low, and he's pretty low too. Overall, this was a pretty good duel, and I did lose it at the end, but it was still one of the better ones that I did have in Heroes vs. Villains. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know this video was shorter than most of my usual videos, especially my kill streak breakdowns, but there's honestly a lot to talk about in 1v1ing, but it's honestly lots of the basic stuff. It's all your dashing, attacking, and defensive, and basically using all the abilities you have to win. Now, I will have 2 more videos coming up about how to win Blaster vs. Saber and how to win Saber vs. Blaster, so be sure to watch those ones, which will be coming in the coming weeks. Thanks to all my Discord members for helping me and supporting the channel. See you guys next time. Bye. May the force be with you always.